Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's March 31st. It's the day the USDA releases their prospective plantings, stocks number, quarterly stocks, and the weekly export sales. Well, to wrap it up in a quick sentence, it's bullish. The corn early calls are 20 to 30 higher, soybeans 50 to 70 higher, and wheat anywhere from 5 to 10 higher. This morning at 9:30. The numbers, corn came in at 92.2 million acres is what the USDA expects to be planted. Trade average was 91.66. So a few 100 million acres more than what they expected. Not that significant. But the other side of that coin is the stocks on corn. Corn at 6.52 billion bushel. The trade average there was 6.7 billion bushel. Quite a bit less than expectations and less than the expected range. Soybeans planted acres 76.6 million acres versus the trade estimate of right at 77 million acres. The wheat, all wheat, 58.0 million acres. Trade was looking for about 57.3 there. The quarterly stocks in soybeans, 1.2 billion compared to a trade estimate of 1.295. So less than the trade was thinking there as well, and less than the range of estimates. So we talked earlier this week about the big range in ending stocks, how the trade was very mixed as opinion goes there. The corn and the soybeans ending stocks out of the range of out of the wide range of estimates there. So very friendly on ending stocks. It looks like the pounding that the May corn has received here in the last several days, looks like we could see some strong support there, as May corn certainly is old crop. We'd expect that the old crop corn could lead the way up here after the pressure that we've seen there in the last several days. Soybeans, big surprises there is certainly the number of acres. It means that we're going to have tremendous yields in order to keep our ending stocks and stocks to usage ratios in line there. With the quarterly stocks numbers, it shows that we've got very tight supplies now. Then you add in the weekly sales numbers. Corn weekly export sales of 2.22 million metric tons. That's above the trade estimates. They were looking for 1 million to 2 million. It was a wide range. Soybean export sales 600 to 800 came in at 257. So very light on the soybean side, and that's where I think when we look at the numbers, and we'll have to take a lot more time and break these numbers down, and Rich Nelson in our office will have a much more detailed report here later on. But the trade's initial reaction to this whole thing is friendly. Tight stocks in corn. We've seen ethanol numbers yesterday show that the ethanol processing of corn is above what we need to meet the USDA's expectations, and should continue to tighten supplies there. We think that you got this early reaction that's going to be positive to the market, and then the trade's going to start looking at weather. We said all along, after we get through this initial reaction of the report, the number of acres and the planting conditions are a big concern. Weather forecasts now are for a very cool April. We do have some planters running in Illinois, however, and in Indiana. Soil temperatures are in the 30s in some cases, the high 30s, low 40s, which certainly are not ideal, but producers are anxious to get this crop in the ground. But our weather forecaster, Drew Lerner, is saying that, April could be a fairly cool month. We've got all the snow cover in the northern Corn Belt. That's going to be a concern, and it's going to be watched very closely. And, it'll be interesting to see how trade reacts here later on the day. And I think one of the comments that they will be making is, can we plant the 92 million acres of corn because of the poor conditions, the snow conditions, cold conditions that we've got in the northern Corn Belt right now. So looks like an exciting day on the upside. Numbers in general are friendly, and some of the outside markets, we've got the dollar weaker, you got crude oil higher, and you've got gold higher. Would expect that we could see some inflation type attitude, buying interest come into this market also here today. So right off the bat here this morning, looks like we should be higher to sharply higher as far as the early calls go. They will try to keep you updated on that, and check with us on the website or on Twitter. We'll keep you updated on what the calls are as we get closer here to 9:30. In the livestock market, we had a huge day yesterday, a lot of technical buying. Once we took out all-time highs, cash cattle traded, and we're hearing that cash cattle traded as high as 125, 126, with $200 paid in the beef for some cattle. The tight supply of market-ready cattle right now has got packers very anxious. They got a supply of meat that they need and a demand side that they need to fill, and that's going to Japan. So that has provided some tremendous support here to the beef complex, and we see a little bit of profit taking here today in the pork complex. You've got some profit taking, some position evening, as traders are calling it here toward the end of the month, but should see some support come into the pork complex as well on any decent setback here. And so markets look to be supported on breaks as well in the livestock. If you got any questions, give us a call. There's a lot of things happening here today. We'll try to keep you informed the best we can, and we wish you a very successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.